So when we first had the thought of the investment club, I think I wasn't excited for it. I thought we were gonna get, $1 million in the first year, because we had 5 of us. It was maybe about 7 of us, or a good amount of us. So pulling our money together, I thought maybe, we would have gotten to $1 million in like the first year. I was excited for it.
About us starting an investment club, I really could only see white men in suits on the stock exchange floor. None of us came from like wealthy backgrounds. And when I say wealthy, I mean like our parents weren't multimillionaires type deal. So I really thought, wow, I didn't even know that we could do that. We could be a part of that. So be a part of that world of investing. I just really thought it was reserved for certain people. So yeah, that's what I thought.
What was your...
When I first thought about the investment club, I was very excited because at that point, Black woman and investment club, you didn't hear that much. I didn't hear about, women joining an investment club. That was something that wasn't popular. So for us, when the idea came, I was very excited. Like, okay, us 7 Black women are going to join an investment club. I thought about wealth. I thought about money. I thought about, we're going to get this money by $1 million by tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it was very exciting. It was very exciting. And I was definitely on game for that.
Yeah, when I first heard about starting an investment club, I was like, no. Why God? Must we? I think it came from, in college, you get group projects, you do group work and team building and teamwork. And somewhere along the way, I stopped wanting to work with other humans. And so, being at a table with the people who were dearest to me, who I loved the most, and having to do money and investments with them, I was like, I don't know about this. But because God said, right, it was a word from God, it was wisdom. And, above all else, I trust the Spirit of God. I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing it.
When we first had the idea of starting an investment club, I was like, I didn't know what it was. And I was like, that's probably gonna be a lot of work. And I knew I didn't know anything about investing. And I was like, if y'all in, I'm in. But I was also like, what is an investment club? What is it gonna do? It was exciting, but in a frightening way. And I was willing. Praise God. God knew He gave, because it came from Him, I was more willing because the Lord gave us the idea for this investment club. He was the one, through Helps of a Believer, who gave us, or our teacher at the time, who gave us this word to, let's do this investment club so that we can redeem the times. Let's combine our resources to build wealth. That's how God presented it to us. And so it was interesting, but I didn't know what I was doing.